Well, hello everyone. I wasn't going to go live today, and I know I say this at the beginning of every stream that I do. I think it's a little bit of a pattern that I start off quite the train wreck, especially when I'm hosting on my own. Still not used to that. And as I gather pace, and generally as someone joins in on the stream, I start to feel a little bit better. But I thought I would just go live. What's this email about? Oh, now live on my own channel. Why do I need a notification about that? Makes no sense. Anyway, I realized last time I went live, there was like the music, the feeding of the ducks in the background, which still I think totally slaps, by the way. It's awesome. But it was obnoxiously loud. And although I couldn't hear it at the time, when I went back and listened to it, 5 hours stream, there was some double up when I went to share screen, and it was, I don't know if anyone else noticed it. It was kind of like subtle, but it really got on my nerves. So hopefully that doesn't happen again this time. Anyway, I remember last time I tried to go live about 3 times, but the first 2 times I just ended up in trouble. That like just scrolling through Twitter is not the best idea, like unless you know the thread that you're on. If you're going live, because that Haiti thing where this guy had like, what is it? It's taken over and it's been run by a guy named Barbecue, and there's like footage floating around the internet of like people eating each other. And yeah, so I accidentally scrolled past a dude eating a leg, and it was live, so I couldn't really cut it out. And I just still getting, why is that? Anyway, I didn't have anything planned for this, so if it turns into a train wreck and there's no one in the chat, I'll just cut the feed, because I'm not interested in just chatting to myself. However, what could I talk about? Well, let's have a look. After I just explained the pitfalls of sharing Twitter on a live, I'm going to do it. But this time I'm not going to share the audio tab. Wait, how do I get around that? I'm not sure. Yeah, I won't share audio for now. Oh, I know what I'll do. I will just turn off the fucking music. That'll fix it. Present, share screen, tie screen, screen 2, share audio. They make it like so you have to pick thousands of different things. Oh wait, I haven't done my I haven't pre-roll, like I haven't rendered a new intro yet. Oh, wicked! I finally got a comment. Askilles, thanks, brother, for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's can be a little bit of a mind fuck trying to keep a dialogue going when there's not someone else on the other end. But I mean, it's not like you're obligated to say things, respond or anything like that. It's just it's a surprisingly difficult art form. And like I've done public speaking and stuff like that, but it is different because in that setting, you know, it's all cut out for you. You've got a script, and there's yeah, it's a different thing. It's a totally different thing. I always used to be like kind of fascinated with it, if anyone ever used to watch things like Whose Line Is It Anyway? I know a lot of people think that was scripted. And I think maybe the American one was. But hey, Grifty, you're getting ready to go to bed, but had to stop by and show some love. Thank you, brother. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope everything's going well with your house renos, your new family. Oh, he's not born yet, is he or she? Oh, it's a boy. No, yes. Wait, no, it's a girl. It's a girl, isn't it? It is a girl. because I called it was going to be a boy, didn't I? And I got it wrong. I think I'm pretty sure I got it wrong. So yeah, that's exciting. Fucking exciting. The Frenchport Conservatives. So I've always been willing to say something, whether I felt obligated or not, or if anyone asked me to or not. Brian, your voice is always welcome. You're a very clever man. We very much value your presence on the screen and in the chat, and I think you add. I rate you very highly. In fact, I did have you on my because Brian here, for people who don't know, dropped in as a surprise guest on one of my previous streams, which was awesome. We had so much fun. And Fealty was there as well. And I actually already had Brian on my schedule for a like potential future guest. Like I keep this. Should I show people what it is? Let me open it up and see if it's. Should I show people? Maybe I should just. Let me just have a look first. Oh, it's all changed now. Yeah, I changed it all. But I did have you on. Oh, that's why, because I overwrit that already because you were already on. I'm putting you back in for a future tentative. Front porch. I just put in front porch. And put a question mark, so it's like tentative, you know. Should be here in June. Wow, that's not far away. Speaking of which, Chrissy Mayer should be dropping the little boy, little Mayer, the little Pellegrino very shortly. That's kind of exciting. That's extremely exciting. Well, no, she's probably fucking frightened out of her brains. You know, first time mom. She's gonna be so good at it though. She's gonna be so good at it, and she's probably super stressed about it, thinking that she's gonna be shit. Because I'm sure that's what all new moms think. And she strikes me as someone who is like her own heart, like her own worst critic. You know what I mean? But I think you kind of need to have that that sort of standard against yourself to sort of. I mean, she works really hard. She's great at everything she does. She deserves actually a lot more recognition that she's got. To be fair, I mean, she really is always polite. She's always keeping the spirits high no matter what. She just works every goddamn day of the week almost. Yeah, it's hard to wrap my brain around doing that much work. To be honest, I'm starting to sound really lazy and shit. Where did I go? Where did I start with that? I was starting with she's going to be a really great mom, and she's probably got nothing to be scared about at all. Chrissy's going to be an awesome mom. Yeah, we can all tell. We can all tell. She's just fun. I think she's cut out for it. No, I won't put words in her mouth because I don't know what but I get the sense from her that she feels like she's not cut out for it when she totally is. Like she's totally made for it. I've often wondered when Chrissy actually sleeps. Right. Yeah, she is a trooper, man. Like she goes like through the content house stuff that she was up for, and that went for way longer. That went for 3 days or something. It was only supposed to be 2. I watched pretty much all of that, by the way, without any amphetamines. I just don't sleep very much. I think, in fact, I haven't been to sleep in like 3 or 4 days, and I looked at myself in the mirror before. I actually don't look as bad as I feel. Like I've looked worse than this for having stayed up this long. That's why I'm a little bit like scattery, and my words aren't really making much sense. I'm sort of floating off into nothingness. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. At least anyone's not barbecuing and eating legs today on Twitter. Oh, what's this? Some J6 shit. Let's get into that.
Up here, the giant strips.
Wait on. What does their caption say? Flashback. Buckingham footage emerges from inside the Senate chamber challenging the narrative created by J6 committee. Okay, so I was watching this thing. So I had to get a new phone because the other one was just really, really about like it was just dying. I was probably going to explode at any minute. But with this new phone, I got like 3 free months of Apple TV or whatever the fuck it's called. And I was watching this thing on there for whatever reason. I just started because I couldn't sleep last 3 nights. 3-4 nights. And so I just started binge watching this. Well, like, at first it was okay. It was called The Morning Wars. And then the further I got into it, the more and more, like they just sort of slowly layered in the woke, like episode by episode. Like, so it had, what's her name? Jennifer Aniston, Steve Carell, like some big stars in there. And they've been rotating them through this. So that, as far as I know, there's 3 seasons. I'm up to the 3rd one anyway. But each episode that goes past, it's like, became more and more woke, and they just pivoted further and further into the social justice shit, and they were peppering in all the like, because it's a show about a rivalry between morning news programs and different network news stations, and like it's actually not bad, like terrible, but like there were several moments in there where I was already like a season and a half deep, and I'm like, "Fuck you! I want to give up on this out of principle," because they're going like they've folded in so much shit, like the January 6th stuff, Trump, anyone conservative or anyone with like remotely conservative views is like basically a domestic Terry. It was pretty bad the way that they tried to pull it off. No, you're doing fine. The plans you have shared with the audience about taking over Banana Republic in South America and declaring yourself a dictator are coming through quite clearly. Well, I'm glad that translated over well, because that's exactly what I was trying to do. Oh shit, that's my messages on the screen that everyone can see. Don't worry, I don't think there's anything too bad in there. Is there? Let me just check. Nah, there's nothing sus in there. One sec, friends. I'll just let me turn on this music again while I go quiet for a second. My problem is if I just see if I turn it all the way down, that happens. Damn it. Whatever. Sorry, I'm just reading a message. I'm just going to reply to this message. What was I going to say? I did have something to say, though. I did have something to say today. Oh, yeah, I was going to like... Oh, yeah, and that's this thing. So, Morning Wars. Let's look it up, actually. Because you'll never guess, because I was skipping the intros every time, because I'm like, fucking, I can't handle that. But I accidentally saw the intro at one point, and it was produced by Brian Stelter. which should have clicked because like I felt kind of a little bit ripped off. I was like roped into what I thought was decent, and then I was like, oh, hold a minute, this is like getting a little bit preachy. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh fuck, it's all about like there's a whole season dedicated to J6 and Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the overturning of Roe, and there's like anyone with a different opinion is like painted out as that complete fucking devil. It's kind of crazy. What did she say in the message? And tell her that we're all coming to the party. Does she need us to bring anything? Wait, I think I might be confused. What did she say in the message? And tell her we're all coming to the party. Does she need us to bring anything? What am I missing here? Plans you've shared with the audience about taking over the Banana Republic in South America and declaring yourself dictator are coming through quite clearly. And then what did she say in the message? Oh, okay. No, it wasn't from her. It was from my buddy, Third Railify. I was just yeah. No. She is a he, and he is in Canada, China. So we were just talking about like doing. In fact, I might go on his stream after this if I'm still around. Hey, here he is. If I'm still up, bro, I will come on your stream. I'm like 3 or 4 days in without any sleep so far, so I might be asleep by 4, but it's 1 now and I'm kind of still up. I don't really feel that tired yet. Like I'm exhausted, but I don't feel, you know what I mean? So I'm bouncing around from joke to joke. No, it's me. I'm fucking retard. Can I say that? I don't know. Sean says it all the time. Yeah, Sean transitioned. She's now Shauna. Is that right, Shauna? What would you become? What name would you pick? You too, Brian. What name would you pick? What name would you pick if you were to transition? Look, we've got some inspiration here. Oh, now these are the actors, right? So Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon. This guy's actually quite fun. I liked him. He was good in it. This bird. She plays a gay relationship with this bird. This guy, Steve Carell, plays a sexual predator who is fired as the lead anchor on this morning show. And she's the co-anchor. It's all very salacious and like it was actually kind of, I don't know why I'm fucking talking about it. I just felt ripped off and violated that Brian Stelter, of all people, like fucking weaved in his woke shit to something that I was actually half enjoying, and then it got ruined, and now I've sort of abandoned it. I can't watch the rest. Is that a me problem? Can I not? Is it the fact that I can't put aside the what? Because it started off decent. Like season 1 was almost nothing like that. Season 2 was sort of like peppered in. Season 3 is like full on. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy, like heavy left leaning propaganda style sort of shit. Like their network got hacked, and they're immediately like, it's Russia, and then they were talking about the Ukraine war, and then it's like, oh, everyone's dying, and that you know what they're doing. The Russians aren't just, what are they doing? They just said they're not just bombing them. They're shooting civilians in the street, and it's like, whoa. Okay, and this thing was released in 2022, so full conjecture. I know it's an entertainment piece, but it's like, you know, there's a reason these people are fucking hemorrhaging money. They can't just like, and it's kind of a shame because like usually the woke trash is just trashed from the get-go, and you don't give it like even 15 minutes. You're lost after the first 5. However, this one took me like a season and a half to start feeling to start screaming at the TV. And God, it pissed me off because it seems like it's such a waste. Like they can't do fucking anything anymore without just infusing like this virus in there. Now I was trying to talk about. Oh, wait, I didn't even read that. She transitioned. She transits like this. This one's fluid, actually, Brian. It's going to be a debaucherous, sex-laden stream. What do you mean? Probably Shauna. Okay, you're going with Shauna, at least for now. I think I would pick Mercedes. That's very classy of you, Brian. Very classy. I can see you as a Mercedes, actually. I can see it. And just like all of us, we don't want politics blatantly rammed down our throat when we're trying to find entertainment as a distraction from politics. Anyway, yeah, exactly. Look, I should have expected it a little bit, Brian, because it's a show about news stations. So I sort of expected it to be on the periphery there. But they made it a real central part of the story, at least in the latter episodes. And there is like there's still like the plot is still kind of good, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I like am poo-pooing it now. Why should I kick myself? No, like I feel that's not the right way of saying it. Like I'm conflicted. What's the word? Conflicted. But you've got it right. You just like I just don't want politics blatantly rammed down everyone's throat. But that brings me to another point, right? I was in a Patreon meeting with Patrick from Vetted Podcast, and he does them because I'm a patron of his Patreon, however you want to say that. And he does, as part of that, he does like weekly hangouts with his audience. And one of the people in the meeting was named Leanne, and she was in the last stream that I did in my chat, the one that I was going on for 5. She was chatting for ages. She was just awesome. She was super cool. But why did I mention this thing? Oh yeah, because in the meeting they were asking, "Oh, do you have a channel too?" And I was like, "Ah, yeah." Sort of, but then I found myself kind of a little bit anxious to go any further because I've realized that I kind of committed a decent portion of this channel to political stuff. And that's immediately going to divide people. Like it's immediately going to cut the audience in half. And someone like, I never thought I'd be so focused on the numbers, but when they're so low and when you're just trying to get over a milestone like the monetization thing, the numbers like kind of actually matter. And I don't want to ostracize or like, what's the word? Yeah, that's the right word, I think. I don't want to ostracize like half of the community by just expressing my feelings on news stories, because things are there's a big divide between left and right now. And I don't know if I even would like to consider myself a left or right person, but there's like the divide between ideologies now is so breathtakingly large. It's sort of hard to even engage in any normal conversation and have it not end up being political. You know what I mean? And from that, not having people infer your beliefs or assume your beliefs based on like the way you react to any given thing. Like everything is fucking political now, and it's kind of exhausting. Every subject is exhausting, which is kind of why I'm trying to I'm finding it hard to come up with things to stream about. Felt the same way with The Boys series 2 when the racist white lady super mentioned PewDiePie. I don't know what that is, but like I believe you that it's some sort of equivalent situation. Or maybe Princess Consuela Banana Hammock has a name. Because you're talking a fucking new language for me today. Maybe it's because I haven't slept very much. What's up? Hey, Jay. How you doing, brother? What's up, gang? It's been like summer here today. 22 degrees. It's be like this for a few more days. What is it here? It's exactly 22 degrees here right now as well. In fact, I will show you. See? Right there. 22 degrees. Woolloomooloo. And it's raining. It's raining. It's muggy here though. Like we got the high humidity. Now where the fuck was I with the chats? Oh yeah, I was there. I read that one. Has anyone found Kate Middleton yet? Oh fuck! Did you just make me say that out loud? Oh, it's not your fault, Jay. But do you know what? I'm trying to get rid of them. I'm trying to get rid of them. I don't care where she is because this is what happens, right? If I go to Twitter right now, you will see, I guarantee you there'll be something. Look, King Charles, I stand with Princess Catherine. I cannot get rid of these fucking things. And I guarantee you, every time I come to Twitter, it's like, Princess Catherine as well. That can't be trending everywhere. I'd rather hear about the Kardashians. And Twitter's like broken. Like you cannot teach it to. Should I click on it? Type a 1 in the chat if I should click on it. I stand with Catherine. It sounds fucking boring to me. Just focus on your content and be natural, and the numbers will come. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I think it takes more than that. To be fair, I think it does. I think it does take more than just being yourself. Not that that's not an essential ingredient. Like it is. You're being authentic and just yourself. Actually, is a requirement. But it's not just that. You do need to have something more. You need to have something that like the way that the YouTube game works. And that's not really YouTube. It's human nature on the other end of it. Like you need to have something compelling in the first few moments to stop everyone clicking away to begin with. Otherwise, they're not even going to hear the rest of what you say. So that's a tricky little thing to get used to. And I know, and like I see how talented YouTubers have devised sort of quote unquote natural ways of doing that. You know, it's like kind of weaving in sort of a little bit of a hook without making it seem overly hacky. You can't pass the left's purity test, so don't bother trying. Yeah, no, and it's not about. And I agree with you. I totally agree with you, and I'm not. I don't think I would ever try to, but what I don't want to do is just. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I really have to go back and visit the whole reason why I wanted to do this in the first place. Because, you know, I've wanted to do streaming, not necessarily live streaming, but I want to have a YouTube channel and make content for a long time. For the longest time, people have always said you should write a book, or at the very least keep diaries. And I've never really been one to do that. I've never been one to write things down. And so this is kind of my closest sort of medium to that. And because, you know, no, I do have a lot of stories to tell. I just don't know if they're actually very interesting to people. I guess there's only one way to find out. There were certainly interesting experiences to me. You know, and it would have been handy if I'd written down and kept a journal all these years, because it would have made an exercise like that a lot easier, trying to put it into a book and like racking your brain. Because, you know, the memory, like trace decay, it starts to delete your memories, or it deletes the traces to the memory, hence the term trace decay. And every time you revisit those memories, it's you have to form a new neural pathway. So in doing so, it becomes altered just a tiny bit. It's kind of horrifying in a sense, because, you know, over 50 years, your most precious memories are they're never going to be verbatim. Eat a dick, Jay. It's 4. What is 4? What's 4? Ascilles, did I not give you a little cog yet? Let me give you a cog. But I can't do it through stream fucking whatever it's called. Oh, that's right. I haven't filled in any of this. I haven't filled in any of this yet. I'll give one to Brian as well. I like to give people a cog. I like to give my favorite people the cogs. Brian deserves one. And where's the skillies? Oh, you're on X. That's why. Fuck, I just called it. I'll never forgive myself for that. I will never forgive myself for that. Skillies, if you are in the YouTube chat at any point in the future, I will give you a little cog to make you feel special. Although, like, more people have them than don't have them at this point. Oh, well. I mean, let's hide that for a minute because I'm getting behind on these things. I feel like there's a thing. What's 22 in Fahrenheit? It is 22 C is 71.6. Hashtag KateGate. So tell me what's going on with this Catherine chick. 1. All right. Let's do it. You're going to poison my thing again. Now I'm never getting rid of them. Look at all this. Do you get this shit that comes up every... Does your thing is infected with... It's not actually even so much the royals that I don't like. It's more the people that get into the royals. And it's the dumb prince and his stupid wife. Those two I can't fucking stand. Sucks for you, Sean. Sometimes it's better here in the West. Yeah. Oh, I get it. That's what you mean by it's 4. It's 4 degrees. Being a milquetoast fan. Why is milquetoast spelled like that? Is that actually how... Where's it come from? Okay. Whoa. A food... So it is food. A food consisting of toasted bread. So it's milk. Milk. Am I okay? That's American. So why has it got a Q in there? That's some pompous shit. Anyway, being a milquetoast fence sitting douchebag is soul sucking. Yeah, I get it. I know. But I don't want to be overly adversarial either. Like, I don't want to be like a fucking shock jock. I know I've got a potty mouth. I know that's going to turn instantly many people off. There's several things that are going to turn people off. I mean, you can't be pleasing to everyone. It's just like a market. You have to offer something people want. If you don't want them to give you the time off day. Hold on. Sometimes I read these comments and I don't process them. I'm just like concentrating on reading the words. It's just like a market. You have to offer people something. You have to offer something people want. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, yeah, exactly. It is just like the free market. It is the free market. That's exactly what this is. And although you might not be paying to see this, you're paying with your time. So that is still a cost. It's time is a precious resource. And I appreciate people spending that with me, especially you guys who are quite faithfully always here for me. And yeah, that means a lot because like I would die just eating shit with no comments here. That would fucking suck. My neural pathways have turned into detours and crater-laden mental highways. Getting old sucks. I don't recommend. Brian, I wish there was a choice. I really wish there was a choice. I was thinking about this earlier today, and I'm like, fuck, I'm past the peak of my youth. I wonder how many I've had meltdowns because I wasn't happy with my life at like 25. Now I'm nearly 35, and it's like, Jesus. You know, when COVID came in and like it just sort of seemed like it was never going to end. That 2 weeks turned into several months, and that several months turned into an entire year, and then that entire year turned into like 2.5 towards 3 years. And at a certain point, I just sort of gave up hoping that there would be any kind of decent future, and I gave up sort of dreaming about things. I gave up planning things. I gave up hoping for things. And when everything opened up again, I think my brain, that part of my brain and that part of my soul, without being too cringe about it, just was dead. And I haven't been able to turn it back on yet. So I feel like those 2.5 years that were snatched away from all of us actually, if you zoom out, represents a whole lot more. They were the last 2 years of my 30s. So I'm going to get angry and probably upset if I keep talking about it. So I don't know. It was just a horrible time. Things they did to us here were horrible. And that was another thing that was brought up in this morning's war show as well. They were reliving the COVID stuff. And this was the first time, because I've really been avoiding new media, new films, new TV stuff, because it's so infected with all this shit. And that was the first sort of like contemporary, like recent thing that I've seen in a long while. And it was the first time I'd seen an entertainment program actually dealing with the subject of COVID as it was, where they were wearing masks. And I predicted this during the lockdowns. I was like, there will be a several year period where entertainment industry is going to be a constant reminder of some of the darkest days in our lives, really, because even though people have like moved on now, there was so much content that was made in that period where people are going to have to make these like sort of creative decisions of like, are we going to film with masks? Are we going to use masks as part of this plot, like in the story? Are we going to, pretend that COVID wasn't a thing? And like, it was kind of fucking, it was shocking. It really upset me actually. Because these guys were all wearing masks again. They were all sort of doing the panic about how the first cases were coming in, and how some people were taking it seriously and others weren't, and then how China was being locked down like mental crazy before everyone else, and it was just, and then all of these bits of perspex coming up, and all the social distancing, and there's just the horrible inhumanity of it, the fucking people dying in hospital. They went into all of that, and it was just really, I feel traumatized by that time. I feel really, I still feel really angry about that time. And I wasn't prepared to see that shit in my face. These fucking cunts with nose bags on, just sort of pretending like it's gonna help. And, anyway. floating off into my own little zone again. I have the power. Yes, you do. You can fucking scrap anyone you want now, Brian. Round 34 is moving up. Really? 334? Did I get one back? I know a new guy from that Patreon meeting I was in earlier today. He subscribed, so that was cool. And look, there is a third of my audience now is expecting UFO stuff. I want to give them that. I just don't want to. I don't want to be the guy who comes out and is like, it's all fake, it's all fucking shit, it's all bullshit. They're lying. I don't want to do that. I want to try and sort of present it in a way that's going to be good for the believers. Because I want to believe, I've always been into that sort of shit. So it's just like it doesn't fool me anymore. Just be yourself. Yes, that's how milk toast is spelled. Yeah. I bet you Canadians made up that fucking spelling. He has a Q because he's a pompous shit. That's what I was thinking. Milk toast, noun, a timid or feeble person. Yeah. Oh, did I not show that? Yeah, timid or feeble person. But it's like from the character Casper Milquetoast, and from the comic strip, the timid soul. It's better to be honest with your audience rather than to be like Tim Paul. Rather watch you. Appreciate that. Maybe one thing I also worry about is like just not really bringing much value to the audience. Like it's one thing to give out your opinions, like just empty your brain, but that can only go for so long before you really need to present content. And like I have done zero research on this. I've done zero preparing. I don't have any idea on what I want to show you guys. I'll go back to the fucking stand with Catherine crap in a minute. I don't know what we're standing with her for. Brian, this is your fault. Keeping up with the conspiracies. What's the go with this shit? Does anyone know or care? Because I fucking infected my thing by clicking on it now. Twitter is just a pile of shit now. I can't figure out why anything's trending anymore. It's just too all over the place. What? How old are you that you think you get used to the peak of fuck you? Well, I'm 35 this year, I think. 1980. Oh, actually, I shouldn't give out the actual year, should I? Probably have already before. 1989. Jeez, dude, do you take those black pills? Very dark pilling. Welding doors shut made me rip. Right. Yeah, right. I mean, I will always rage about it. I will never forgive or forget. Yeah. I don't understand exactly what you were saying. The damn CDC doesn't even recommend isolation for COVID anymore. It's fucking insane. I have a friend who was just messaging me today because he's worried that he has COVID. And I'm like, man. And he's had 4 shots. And I'm like, please. Because I hadn't had a chance to see this friend for a long time. Mainly due to COVID. Because he was deemed a high risk. And I mean, that sucked because you have to be cloistered away, but I just get really I'm like, fuck. I don't know how I can even talk about this subject on this channel. I don't think I can talk about this any further. Have on Ashton. You mean Ashton Forbes? I might have to add Kate to my list of future ex-wives. I just spat everywhere. Sorry, Brian. You could give it a shot. Give it a stab. She might be the next Diana royalty drama. Wait, what am I missing? Did she actually go missing? 35, shut the flip up. Come and talk to me when you get to 52, which is where I'm in now. Brian, you don't actually look 52. You look like kind of like sort of late 30s, I think. Maybe early 40s. I don't know. I'm not really a good judge of age, but I don't think Brian doesn't look old at all. Not that 52 is old. That's still kind of young. 4 shots sounds like AIDS. I don't know what you mean. 4 shots. Oh, yeah. The stabby stabs. Kate is missing. That's why it's a big deal. She's fucking missing from who? Is she so is she actually trending on your side of the country as well? Kind of side of the world as well? Different fucking continent. You look at late 30s or early 40s, I just want you to know. Well, I think so. I'm sure if you asked 10 other people, 8 of them would say the same. So, like, who's she? She can't be that goddamn fucking missing. I mean, she's a future queen, isn't she? What's Uncle Trump got to say here?
We campaigned for a year, and I obliterate my competition. And they said, "Sir, please don't talk about these people that way. They're Republicans." I said, "I don't give a shit. They're terrible."
I don't give a shit.
No, my highly paid advisors, "Sir, you shouldn't talk to them about that." One of the people said, "Are you going to run against the president?" He said, "I have no comment." To me, that meant he's running. So I hit him hard. I hit him low. I hit him high, just like we did to ISIS. We hit him hard. We hit him low. We hit him high. ISIS. We hit him in the middle. We hit him from on top, and we even came under the ground. We hit this guy so hard, by the time he announced, nobody knew what the hell happened. They said, "What happened to him? He's a shell of the man." But we had CNN turned out. Here we are. We campaigned for a year, and I obliterate my competition.
I think
and they said, "Sir, please don't talk about these people that way. They're Republicans." I said, "I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit." Terrible. Trump continues to attack at DeSantis, so I hit him. Oh, fuck, I can't be bothered. I just cannot be bothered. I'm almost 50 and starting to really feel the abuse I did in my younger years. Yeah, look, I'm starting to feel it at 30. Like I don't know if I say I'm like starting to feel old, but I do feel like older. Like I'm starting to feel, no, I'm definitely not invincible anymore. I just can feel the effects of aging. Her staff hasn't heard from her for a while. Her staff? What the fuck? Of course, you have been up for 4 days, so your perception of how old you I don't know, maybe Brian. Maybe. So, like, is she really missing? Is this okay? Let's look this up. At some point, I need to make like a thumbnail for this episode. I'm here for the last. Kate Middleton. Whoa, dead? Just says, how about just missing? Royal bombshells. Rumors are circulating that what appears to be the oh, that's not even the right fucking thing. Me trying to convince my family Kate Middleton is missing. Yeah, I don't buy that. I just don't buy it. It sounds like bullshit to me. There's literally nothing about this in the media. Nothing. So where are people getting this from? Here we go. One day. This is probably HuffPost. Fuck. Like that's a great source. Where were I at with the chat? Sorry, guys. Definitely sounds like AIDS to me. Stuff hasn't heard from her in a while. Yeah, I read that one. Maybe Kate needs some me time. This is why the staff has. Yeah, that sounds like more like it. Dude, if I had staff, I would be like, wait outside my fucking door and I'll call you in if I need you. Like, I would never want to see them. I'm a pretty private kind of person like that. Send me link. Did I not put it in the? It's on my Hold on, I'll put it in the chat. It's on my Twitter. It's my latest tweet. But I'll put it here in the chat. She has the clots from the shots. You know, and this is why I'm afraid to do things like strenuous exercise and go back to the gym. Like, I used to be quite buff and, you know, I used to enjoy walking around a lot. Now I get very tired very easily. And I'm good for a decent portion of the day, but towards the end of the day, I start getting like very like hunched over and stiff, and like it's a painful experience. It's a very painful experience, and it's been like that for 3 years now. So I'm really getting over that, but it's getting better slowly. Sean will fill you in with the full hot dog. All right. I'm interested to know. I won't read this until the hot dog is on screen. There's no pressure, by the way, bro. You don't have to. I know it's early for you right now. You've probably got like kids to deal with. So don't feel obliged or anything. Look, Charles over here is even fucking trending. Oh, it's just changed. Hate that. Anyway, what else is Bloodbath, Skywalker, Israeli terrorist, royal. Might as well lean into the curve. No, I don't want to know about these cunts. Hey, what's that? Where are you? Oh, there. What's up? Why are you on mute? You're on mute.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I was like, "Where's the
hello?"
I've never done this streaming thing before. Oh god.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Wrong button. There we are. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to send you a thing, wasn't I? I'll do it. I'm gonna send it to the right one on this screen, so you can have access.
Yes.
To the controls.
You don't have to do that. I mean, that's giving me an awful lot of power. I just I keep that email. I keep that email private because it literally doxes me.
Yeah. Fair. That's why I'm doing it off the screen. I'll just So can you explain to us? What do you know about this shit? This Kate Middleton shit.
About Kate.
Yeah,
a fucking lot. Actually,
when did it start? And
because I have
10, start. What does it all mean?
I have 10,000 tabs open because I'm. So let me tell you, this week has been it's been a double whammy. One, the time change has annihilated my family.
Oh,
annihilated them. Only right now, it takes us a week to get back on track. So only to yesterday, mostly kind of today, a little bit, we're kind of back on track. So thank God the fucking school was like, we're going to have March break at that week. So it's been March break. I've only been able to put like a couple videos out, but one of them that I was going to put out was all about Kate Gate. And
you know, like it gets a surprising amount of views. Like
it does.
Like I put thing out about the king and it went off.
I'm going to put out a video eventually about Kate Gate, but in autistic detail. Because do you want to go through the timeline? Like,
yeah. Fuck it. Why not? I've sent you that thing to your other email, by the way.
Because now, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. So, yeah, she's a princess. Yeah, whatever. Okay, she's obviously not disappeared. Blah 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 blah. Sure, fine. But when you start going through the timeline, you're like, huh, that's weird. That's odd. How unprincess-like.
Okay.
How unroyal family-like. Like, for example, these guys were like, oh, we can't wait to do our trip, our official prince and princess trip to Italy. Right? They planned, like, they were planning one whole solid quarter of the year. Because if the royal family can do anything, they can, one, kill a princess in a tunnel, and two, plan.
They can do
right?
that.
They can set an itinerary. That's kind of what they do. Killing princess and making fucking schedules. And so they scheduled out for a quarter. 1/4 of a year. And then all of a sudden, this bitch, she goes under the knife on a planned surgery. Well, if it's so planned, how did you not factor that in the first quarter of your scheduling? It wasn't planned. You're lying. That is a lie.
It's a lie. I think people have picked that up on a lie.
So then
people picked that up on a lie when they both were in hospital, like when she was in the same hospital as the king. And it was like, hold a minute, something's going on here.
Yes, right? But there was this really weird. So the last time she's been seen alive was Christmas. No, that's straight fucking it, man. Last time she has been seen alive was Christmas.
I know, they spit everywhere.
But that, see, this is why we just scream together. You're like, I'm staring into the void of sadness. I have nothing left to say. While we scream for fucking infinity. Because that's how you and I do together. Anyways, so like on December 28th, like from their house or whatever, there was this secret royal procession of fucking flashing lights and an ambulance from her house to the hospital. And no one knows what it's about. They're like, yeah, that's nothing. All those cars and sirens and blue flashing lights, figment of your imagination.
Yeah, but don't they have so sirens actually running?
Well,
like not just the lights, but the actual noise. Like,
let me tell you a thing, sir. Let's go through
because
the
they always
timeline together.
But like when the Queen was here, she they had to shut every fucking street down all the way from the Perth airport to the center of Sydney, where Perth, where she was staying at the time, which was right next door to my apartment. Craziness.
So
they had snipers on my rooftop.
It's fantastic. If you can accept my screen share there, we can get into it.
Don't you have controls yet?
No, I have to go in and I have to do a thing. I'm not there. Okay, so the timeline starts 13.8 billion years ago in complete nothingness. This is how far back this article goes. And then
that's when she went missing?
No. And then it jokes about sometime later she was born in 1982. I'm like, that bitch is 2 years older than me. Jesus, I'm almost as old as a princess. Okay, so then it talks like September 12th. You know, she's always hurting her hands, and she has pictures of shit on her hands like band-aids and blah 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 blah, band-aids and shit. So it starts to get interesting. December 22nd, 2023. The Prince and Princess of Wales are to make their first official trip to Italy and are unlikely to meet the Pope. That's fine. It's still an official trip. So they're planning this stuff out, right? The pair is finalizing engagements for the first quarter of 2024. December 25th, 2023. The Princess and the Prince of Wales. Sorry, the Prince and Princess of Wales, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince, is that Louis? Is that what we call him, or is it Louis? I never know
Louis.
Which is which.
Louis, because it's Ponzi and fucking French.
And Mia Tyndall were all smiles arriving for Christmas Day church service, right? So last time anyone saw her in public alive, right? Because all the other times, are fucking photoshopped.
What do you mean? So can we bring up an example of a photoshopped one?
Listen, Daddy's gonna get there. Daddy's gonna get there.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm on the side. I'm listening, and I'm just working up a thumbnail for this current live while we're doing this.
Hang on. I'm gonna try this one more time because usually last time this loaded, it loaded up with all the things. Oh, why is it being gay? That's disappointing.
Did you just pick?
Oh yes.
Yeah, you picked tab instead of.
Yeah, it's doing it. All right. So in this video, we see her alive. Okay, we can kill some of that.
So this is the Christmas one.
Christmas. We see the bitch is alive. There she is. She's like, oh, look at me. I'm a princess. Okay.
Could be a body double. If Cosmic was here, he'd say it's a clone.
All right. So then, I hope all is well at Sandringham. My spy in Marylebone just saw this convoy heading in the general direction of King Edward's 567th Hospital at 8:30 this evening. So it's like this convoy.
Yeah, but that just looks like a normal royal convoy. I've seen.
Yeah, well, why is it going to hospital? And nobody says anything. And so what appears to be a royal convoy.
Evening was it again?
8:30.
I don't know. That's not very sus to me, but I'm guessing this is a pile in a heap. So let's hear the rest.
So then what was this? January 9th. Kate Middleton receives royally sweet message from King Charles III on her 42nd birthday. That's nice. That's nice. He's like, happy birthday, bitch.
And they hold a minute. I know exactly what's going on. Kate has been transported to the laboratory where they can transfer Queen Elizabeth's consciousness into Kate's body so Queen Elizabeth can live on indefinitely.
What is this, skeleton key or some
shit? No, this is how the lizards live forever.
Maybe.
Brian could be right about this. Queen Elizabeth is being kept in a cryogenic freeze.
It's possible.
I think it's likely.
So Kate Middleton's 42nd birthday passes with relatively little fanfare. Kensington Palace social media does not mark the occasion, although King Charles' account posts an image of the two together, blah, 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 happy birthday, all that shit. Vanity Fair explains the lack of any formal event by saying Kate wants a low-key birthday and that she's had a relaxed and informal tea party. So no one celebrated her at all, except the king was like, oh, happy birthday. That's weird to me. That's weird.
And that photo that he's in, that photo where they're wearing the crown, that crown is only ever brought out like once or twice a year. And it's already been brought out twice this year, as far as I understand. It was for his coronation and it was for something else. And he's wearing it in that. So, coronation, when was that?
Oh,
May last year?
I'm not sure. So that's
a very old photo.
So then things really start to get fucky here, right? All of those things that we've just talked about up until this point are only fucky in the context of all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So January 16th, 2024, Kate is secretly admitted to the London clinic and undergoes surgery despite her every activity and moment being reported on by the press and photographers tracking her every move. There's no news story announcing that this very, very planned event, totally planned, way in the future planned, is even taking place. Not planned. It's not planned. Like, so then on the 17th, on the 17th, they're like, oh yeah, it's a totally planned thing. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Totally not dead. Right. And then later that same day, Buckingham Palace announces that Charles will also be attending that same hospital.
Yeah, I remember that.
For a benign prostate condition, which means that hospital would have been like the place to bomb if you're a terrorist.
Now that's also that was a lie because he was. Well, I don't know if that specific, because I don't think it was a benign prostate condition that he went in for.
I don't think it was
I
benign
think
either.
he
The way
went in
that they're like,
for.
the king is gonna die from something benign. He's having trouble peeing. He's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if it have anything to do with his prostate or not, but he's got some form of cancer which they are swearing is not prostate cancer. Which I actually believe. I'm pretty sure this whole prostate thing was a fucking lie. That was a cover story to get in to check whether it was cancer or not. And then they're like, shit, he actually does have it. Now we're going to have to say something. It's better pretend he's not dying because he just got in the seat. And I think he's dying of something. And I think it's more serious than people realize. And I think the Queen is also doing the same thing. She's not well herself. And don't really know what's the deal with Catherine, but she's young, so she'll probably survive.
Yeah. So then allegedly, Prince William visits his wife Kate in hospital after she has abdominal surgery. The Sun later reports that he visited her every day, but if these visits did take place, no photographs exist of him arriving or leaving. The only time he went to visit, there's plenty of photographs, but he over that course of time, there was no other. It's like, you didn't go, buddy, because paps are on you constantly.
Yeah, why would you go publicly one time and discreetly another time? It's not like it's a hidden relationship. I should read this. The reason Kate has not been seen in public since the sirens left the palace is that the procedure went horribly wrong, and now the scientists are stuck. The consciousness transfer didn't take. So the Queen's soul is in limbo, and now there's just two empty vessels of humans floating around there.
You know what? As stupid as what that may or may not sound, there's a greater than 0% chance that's entirely true.
I know, because the fucking royals are weird lizard people. And Kate's consciousness cannot be put back into her body. Elizabeth is still in cryo-freeze, and the consciousness of Elizabeth cannot be returned to the cryo-freeze body. That's right, because it's iced over now. They are fucked.
So then
Brian's
January 20th, this is where shit really turns, right? So we're building up more and more weird as it goes along. Okay. So January 20th.
I'm noticing that pattern.
Okay. So then Spanish media puts out a bunch of vomit on a post that I can't read because it's Spanish. But
Spanish media is weird.
Spanish
outlet
can translate
Fiesta, it if you click in.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just gonna read this. So Spanish outlet Fiesta publishes a piece by journalist Concha Calea claiming that Kate was actually hospitalized on December 28th, right? When that fucking procession went by. Calea reports that her sources have told her that Kate's situation is far more serious than KP, Kensington Palace, has indicated. As Calea says via Google Translate, I have spoken with an assistant from the royal family and they assure me that something has gone wrong in the post-operative period. The last time we saw her was at the Christmas meal, and from then on, she began to feel bad. Kate was admitted on December 28th and was in hands of the doctors for several days. So something in her post-operative care went sideways.
It's getting a little bit weird, I guess. Getting a little bit weirder. So that footage, okay, so that thing, I thought you meant before that like procession that you were showing me. I thought that was like a more recent thing, like from the other day. So that was from when she first went in. That was before we knew she went in.
December 28th, when all of a sudden this thing went by and everyone's like, what's that? They're like, no, nothing happened. Yeah. It's fine.
Now it's lining up for me. I get what you're saying now.
So then this tweet is frightening how quickly Prince William and KP, Kensington Palace, were able to get the Mirror, was that the Daily Mirror, to change this article to remove William and Kate's names and replace them with Prince Harry and Meghan. This is why Harry and Meghan left England. This is why they won't return back into the firm. The fact that they call the family, like the business, the firm, that's fucking creepy. Or that family.
Yeah, it's creepy.
So the first one was Kate Middleton, your best friend 1 minute and worst enemy the next, expert claims. Then they edit it. Prince Harry, your best friend 1 minute and worst enemy the next, expert claims.
It's just like fucking story.
It's the same story. They just changed names. Like, if that doesn't
shows you how boilerplate this shit is.
If that doesn't show you how, like there's so many examples of how the media is just, it's so corrupt. It's so god awful.
No, it's just a boilerplate. I bet they put that same template on about 50,000 other stories.
They probably wrote it like 6 months ago, waiting for an opportunity. Look at us drinking at the same time.
I've lived with journalists, and he told me about so many fascinating things, like pretty much like if you get like famous enough, and it doesn't even have to be that, like if you're any kind of sort of regular public figure on the television, they plan obituaries for you like well in advance, and they file them away, and they regularly update them if they need to, if any details change. Because what they do, like for example, obviously the Queen has hers, and like those kind of people have, but you'll find that a surprising amount of people have obituaries planned already for them. Because what happens in the event of their death, they need pre-packaged copy and B-roll and everything, like from the moment they're gone, to be ready.
Oh my god!
So
that
when
means
they
they're
break the
constantly
news,
edited.
it's all flashy and done. So that's just already edited and produced months, if not years beforehand, before they even knew or how or when they were going to die. Just to make it production worthy.
That would have to be constantly updated to keep it relatively
that's what I said.
That means you got somebody who's like in the in that department.
Correct.
In case this person dies department.
Yes, and it's obviously not for everyone, but it is for a surprisingly large number of public figures. Like some journalists have it. It's insane. How did I read that? Their transfer didn't work. I think Charles' prostate cancer diagnosis is a cover story. The truth is that Charles is the conduit through which consciousness transfer takes place. Jeez, Brian, you're coming straight from like you're spilling all the Illuminati secrets tonight. You should watch out, brother. They'll be onto you. There's going to be a lizard like sliding up through your fucking drain hole tonight. You're either in the circle or you're on the outside and shunned. Because Charles' body is old and breaking down. The consciousness of each person cannot move back and forth the way it needs to. I have also heard from the sources that the Royal Palace is working, the back channels to get Prince Harry back into England to take over as the conduit for Really? They want that little fucking frostbitten fucking little dick?
They really don't.
They really don't.
They really don't.
Really want him back.
Not after that Not after that South Park episode. They really don't.
Speaking of South Park, look, they've even got a Canadian emoji.
What?
See? Right there at the end. It's got half a head. It's almost like the Canadians in South Park. You know how they've got like half a head?
Yep.
It was a bad joke, sorry.
Yeah, so then on January 28th, the Fiesta puts out another thing. Fiesta's Concha Calea claims that Kate is in an induced coma. Doctors had to make drastic decisions at the time due to those complications that arose. The decision was to induce a coma. They had to intubate her. They were serious complications that were not expected because the operation went well, but the post-operative period did not go so well. Her life has been in great danger. In fact, the concern in the royal family was palpable. Calea goes on to say that a hospital is practically being set up at the royal residence for Kate.
Yeah, it does sound a little bit intense now, as it's sort of as you're reading further in. And this is what we're fucking 2 months ago now.
Yeah, it is building up, right? And this whole thing has just been slowly but it was the bad Photoshop on Mother's Day, British Mother's Day. I'm interested to see that. It really fucking spiked it out. Everyone's like, whoa, but okay, well, you know what? We'll get there.
No, you don't have to jump to it. Don't jump to it. I'm just being impatient.
I know. So January 29th, a statement from KP, Kensington Palace. The Princess of Wales has returned home to Windsor to continue her recovery from surgery. She is making good progress. If what Fiesta said was true, it's a bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
Is it a bold-face or
all
a
of these
bald-faced lie? I never know which one it is.
But
Is it a bald face? I don't know.
it sounds like you're saying the two same words, but I know what you actually. Let me say.
Bold.
I think it's
and
bold. BOLD.
Yeah, maybe bold-faced lie.
Yeah, bold-faced lie.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So they're like, oh yeah, she's back and it's great. She had abdominal surgery, so she just needs to chill. Sure, because once you cut into your abs, that shit hurts. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
So February 5th, King Charles diagnosed with cancer, actual legit cancer.
Yep, I remember that. Got me 170,000 views.
So February 9th, then. So we're getting close. Kate Middleton is on the mend and has left Windsor for the first time since her operation after joining Prince William and their three for a half-term holiday. Oh, and their 3 children. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm stroking out here. And so the Daily Mail reports that Kate has traveled from the Windsor estate to Anmer Hall on the Sandringham estate and is looking forward to a change of scene and will be able to take it easy in Norfolk while the children let off steam with William. No photographs are taken of her departure or arrival at either location. Like a ninja, she went across the country and no paps could see her.
Do you think maybe she's like, because obviously she's not dead, because I think if she was, we would know about it by now, because it's not like they would maybe wait a couple of days, but they're not going to they can't keep that sort of thing under wraps forever. So we probably, it's fairly safe to assume she's not dead. And I know you're still reading this, but do you maybe think since she's going stealthy everywhere, do you think maybe she's disfigured in some way?
It's possible.
This is total speculation, but
well, so some of the conspiracy theories were 1, she's dead. 2, she's vax injured. 3, she's giving like a kidney to like the king or something. Like some sort of donor thing or
That's
whatever.
A good one. It could be that, or it could be like adrenochrome, or it could be like
or it's a divorce, and she has to be kept out of the spotlight until things are finalized, because the children, and this is it's not necessarily talked about, but this is really, really fucky, right? The 3 children have been missing since December 25th. They have not been seen either. And so you have 3
so not at school, nothing.
You have 3 heirs to the royal throne
gone,
missing. And it's not like they're that far away. You know what I mean? Like Prince Harry, he's pretty far away from the fucking throne. He's 5th in line. So William has to die and his kids have to die, I think. Maybe he's 4th in line or whatever. So
yeah.
So a lot of death needs to occur. So right? So the fact that the three heirs are gone, right? So do I give a shit?
Not a direct heir though, but
no. So do I give a shit about the royal family? Not really. And
no, but it's a fascinating story.
The thing is, though, when fucking the Queen died, that was basically the Commonwealth's end game, right? Marvel's end game, right? The Queen died.
Operation London Bridge.
We're sad. It's time to get off the Marvel train, right? That's what that was. Let's all become republics now. And so I don't give a shit about the royal family. But this as a story, as a human interest story, that's just fucking fascinating. Like the cloak and dagger shit, that's interesting.
Yeah. It is interesting. You don't need to be a royal stan to find that fascinating. And like same thing with all the shit surrounding Diana. It's a fucking gripping story.
Now, I know you were a little bit like, oh, Kate, who gives a shit? Granted, but when you get
only
into it,
because
you're like,
she infects
really?
only because she infects my Twitter trending, and it takes away from all the actual, and I'm missing out on what is actually trending
Don't
because it's
read the
poisoning
Daily
my
Mail.
fucking thing.
I get a lot of my news stories on the Daily Mail. Oh my god.
Yeah. Fair. And that's where the journalist I lived with worked for. He was like the head of the entertainment
I like the Daily Mail
division
because
there.
it covers such a wide breadth of everything. So
We used to make fun of it every night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. He was the head of entertainment here in Australia. Don't know if he's still there, but
Valentine's Day. Noting that Kate Middleton hasn't been seen in weeks and that no new information is forthcoming, social media users begin to pick holes in the official narrative. So we've gone 2 months since we've seen her last, and people are kind of like, huh, we haven't actually seen this bitch. So February 14th is when people
hey,
start.
what's up, Daniel? Sorry. Just acknowledging my buddy Daniel here.
No, it's all right. Dan, how you doing, buddy?
And also, Brian says, what if all these problems with Kate could be part of an elaborate plot from dumb prince and stupid wife to take the throne? You know what? It wouldn't put it like, I would believe that they would think up something like that, but it would not go. They're so dumb. The firm, as we're calling them, they would just totally kill that plan. They would not get away with that at all.
Can you imagine a Black Queen of England? Oh my god.
Yeah, they definitely crushed that in a tunnel.
I mean, Google Gemini can, but I can't. The AI, the racist AI.
Yeah. It took me a while for that to sink in.
Right. So people are beginning to pick holes in the official narrative. And then this website, they published an article called "What's Really Going On with Kate Middleton and Why Hasn't She Been Seen in Weeks?" So, 17th, Prince and Princess of Wales visited St. Edward's School, the Oxford alma mater of actress Florence. I don't know how to say her last name. Pugh. Is that Pooh? Pugh. Anyways, as they consider where to send Prince George. So there is this story being like, oh, the prince and the princess, they've gone to this school. Except it came out that the people sat on this story for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and it turns out they had visited the school well before the surgery took place. They were just sitting on it.
Oh, that was strategically gonna, yeah. So if there's anyone who's good at mitigating and managing a news cycle, it's the royals. They've got because they've got some deep connections everywhere, and they've got some serious power when it comes to managing the news. Now they can only manage so much; things still escape them, but they are a formidable force when you want to go and publish something that they don't like. They do have the power to stop a lot of shit. And so this kind of stuff is like, they would regularly keep mitigation, like sort of redundancy plans like this. Contingency plans is what I'm looking for. Like this. So they were like, oh, well, let's sit on this so we can release it at an advantageous time if we need to. Fucking just little bits and pieces like that.
Yeah, so the Daily Mail's Richard Eden reports that the Prince and Princess of Wales visited St. Edward's School to decide where to send Prince George. By this point, readers are hungry for more information about Kate and seize on this story as proof that she's back in action. Eden is soon forced to clarify that, despite the tone of this piece, the visit took place long before her operation. Whoops. So it's weird, like. So then February 27th, Prince William misses ceremony honoring his godfather, King Constantine of Greece, for personal reasons. Like, sir, it's time that we pull the plug. Like, that kind of thing? Or, sir, your wife is laying intubated and she's coughing up a lot of blood. Like, I mean, like, what's the reason? So 45 minutes right? Not like a few days. 45 minutes before William is due to make a reading at the memorial for his godfather, King Constantine of Greece, he cancels, citing personal reasons. That is an emergency. That's a personal emergency. 45 minutes.
Fucking PR disaster. 45 minutes notice. You can't do that.
Yeah, that is a PR disaster.
There'll be a lot of screams and arguments over that. People got fired over that, I'm sure.
The simmering curiosity over Kate's vanishing act promptly boils over. To date, no confirmation of what the personal reasons were. Like, we don't know.
Weird. Front porch. Well, everyone knows Queen Victoria, who was black. The lady in the portraits in the photo was an imposter. Queen Victoria was the granddaughter of Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hen. You know what? So was George Washington. He was black too. And so am I. I'm not really. I'll probably get cancelled for fucking saying that. No, but everyone's being recolored.
Oh goodness. Hopefully, when they tell my story, they'll have me as a red man.
Dude, in like 5-10 years' time, you will definitely be like a Asian lesbian chick.
It's all right.
The broads at this time.
I don't mind a little scissoring. So the same day the death of Thomas Kingston is announced, Kingston briefly dated Kate's sister Pippa Middleton. She was married to the daughter of Prince Michael of Kent. Blah 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 blah. His death is believed to have occurred February 25th. I don't know why that's important, but it's just a weird thing in Kate's family.
Yeah, that doesn't seem related necessarily.
That seems like a reach. It's just I guess this dude's death is said to be by suicide, but a mysterious death in royal circles only stokes fire of conspiracy theories.
Yeah, all right, here we don't announce anything. That's kind of their fault.
Here we go. This is when shit gets fucky. All right. Kate Middleton seen in public for first time since mystery hospitalization. Look at this shit photo. That's not her. This photo, I think, has been deliberately noised. Because somebody professionally denoised this photo. That's an entirely different bitch.
Yeah, that's not a natural like noise pattern to see in there. Like,
no. That's and does she drive an Audi?
Yeah,
it's an Audi. But anyways, yeah, this is not her. Not
usually
her. Not
have
even
Range
a little
Rovers or something, whatever it is. Usually Range Rover or Land Rover or something like that.
Yeah. So this isn't her, although they're passing it off, and everyone's like, yeah, no. So TMZ posts what's billed as the first image of Kate Middleton since December 25th. The grainy image is immediately poured over, and it remains inconclusive as to whether this is actually Kate or not. No, I think we know immediately upon seeing it, especially when you see the denoised one. It's not. It's 100% not.
That.
Like maybe.
Because if you go back up to that noisy one, I could say it doesn't look definitely. It doesn't striking. Like if I look at that close. It's like, okay, I can see why people don't think it's her, but I can see, but to me, that actually does look like her. That actually does.
Man,
look
it looks like her. It looks like her sister, or maybe her cousin.
It does look a bit like her sister, but at the same time, they look very similar. They have a lot of similarities, and it's like she doesn't like. It's just you've caught her at a particular time where she's that's a specific mannerism that she does have. I know she pulls faces like that. It's just part of her look sometimes. You know how sometimes people look different when they're like pursing their lips or like in the middle of talking or concentrating on something. They have certain different mannerisms. I've recognized that in Princess Catherine before. I mean, it's but it's odd, the grain in the image, and I would like to see the when you get to it. Okay. Now we've got problems.
This is just some old fat bitch. Like it's not her. It's just not.
Do you know what it could be her? And then the disfigurement thing might be actually what happened because it could be her with an extremely puffy face.
It could be. Like, she could just be horrifically sick, and that's fair.
But they also look like two different fucking photos. That looks like a different photo. The denoise one, that's probably because it's denoised using AI. That's why that looks bad. I think I know why that looks bad, because the engine that's used to take the grain away has infected it with
you think it's altered
artifacts. Yeah, 100%
Right.
it's altered it. I think it's her. Not
No
to
way.
pour cold water on it, but
no way it's her. There's see if we can just scroll quickly and see it. Oh no. TMZ is like really like.
What if Harry gets the throne, puts his Halloween armband back on, and declares the UK, the Commonwealth nations, parliaments are dissolved, and Trudeau is made clown to dance? If he stops dancing, TH.
All right.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
You know what kills me about the royal family? You got the CIA running around, subverting governments and all this crap, and these inbred royals are somehow still around. Yeah, it's pretty insane.
So, what day is this? March 5th. Army to remove claim Kate to appear at Trooping the Color from website. So I don't know what Trooping the Color is, but apparently it's a pretty big British Ministry of Defense thing, and she was supposed to like run it or be a part of it or whatever.
It's where they. I'm pretty sure it's where that you will have seen footage of the late Queen, where they go across, like they fly across the fucking palace with all the fucking colors of the Union Jack, and it's just like it's like a big show of force. It's a big posturing thing, a bit like what North Korea does, but like the British version.
Oh,
Courage is the cure. How are you? Great to have you here. Thank you for coming. Lovely to see you. Hoping Perth is not too hot for you today. So her WA is pretty fucking hot at the moment. Sorry, I'll just get through some of these comments. All those people have doubles anyway. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I know they have some doubles for certain things. Some people have them, like I believe Putin has them. And it would make sense that some of the royals have them. But, like, to what extent do they actually use them? The face is too round. Kate has more of angular facial features. Yeah, I agree with that, Brian. Although, if I'm going with the theory of that her face is swollen and she is, as a result, disfigured for whatever complications have occurred, that could explain the difference in the shape of her face, because I've seen people actually look that remarkably different after having swelling on the face. It can change it. A mask can be used too.
Yeah, if she's got like a disfigured face, they could be like, "Oh no, it's COVID policy. You can't see her fat face."
Yeah. Reason Kate's face looks stretched out is an after effect on the attempted consciousness transfer. Brian's really sticking to this one. The plugin, his backside blows. What the fuck? Weird. It deletes that. Wait, it deletes. Is backside filtered? No,
it's not.
I don't know, dude. Sometimes YouTube just fucking deletes weird shit. I don't get it. Sorry if it did.
Yeah, so the British Ministry of Defense reports that Kate will attend the Trooping of the Color ceremony on June 8th. This is rapidly retracted after Kensington Palace intervenes, with the Ministry of Defense speedily removing any reference to Kate from the event. This would appear to contradict Kensington's Palace's assertion that Kate is expected back on public duties after Easter.
Hold a minute, June 8th?
Yeah.
Like March, April, May, June. That's months away.
Yep.
And they're
saying,
already
she's
like,
not,
no, she's
She's not going to be part
and
of
they're
that.
already saying she's not going to be part of that, and it's in like a quarter of a year. Yeah, something's up. Something's fucking up.
All right, so the part that really has fucked people that got this, that it even got me going on this a little bit. Okay, the Photoshop. This.
Okay.
It's.
Let me figure out what's wrong. Is there an obvious tell, or is it like subtle stuff? Don't tell me exactly what it is.
It's kind of like subtle stuff.
Okay, you might have to tell me then. I thought if there was one like smoking gun, I would find it. But
well, there are smoking guns, but I mean, it's a lot to look at, right? So like, look at the sleeve. It doesn't match. It doesn't fit. It's like they tried to thin her arm or something like that.
Can you do a control scroll in, or does that zoom? Like, hold it. Do you have a?
If I can zoom.
Yeah, that's a bit. Oh, just out one maybe, or two. Yeah, that's good. Now scroll down.
Oh god. Okay, I'm
Keep going. Yeah, because it would have like squeezed it up to the top. So yeah, here we are.
Here.
Okay.
So like their sleeve right here where the mouse is. You can see my mouse, right? Sleeve is here.
I see.
But there's nothing here. It's like she was trying to thin her arm.
Okay.
The zipper stops right here. There's no zipper here, but the zipper stops.
It looks like it's covered by her hair.
No, because there is no hair here. It's just nothing. The zipper stops.
You literally see the strands.
No, it's literally this zipper is all by itself floating, and then the other one is this girl's hair, right here.
Can you put the link of that in the private chat so I can
like the link of this article?
Yeah.
The Daily Mail goes over this article with a fine tooth, or this image with a fine tooth
because I can definitely see hair there. There's hair covering that zip.
There's literally not.
I could.
Like people have gone like absolutely mad on this thing.
Yeah, I can tell you that they're fucking stupid because I can see hair covering the zip. Definitely. Like I could almost count the strands. So you can see how there's hair right next to the top of the Charlotte's shoulder there, and then it's floating down behind the Louis, what's his name, the oldest kid's hand. So it's there. There's hair there.
It's not there. It's not there.
Agree to disagree. But anyway,
I'm telling you right now, it's not. And then there was something, this, and possibly something else. Although I think the Daily Mail pointed out like a fuck ton of stuff. Also, it turns out that her face might have been entirely grafted off of the cover of Vogue and transplanted right on top because it's picture perfect, identical.
Do they have the comparison image?
Yeah. Oh, yo, buddy. Let's see if I can. If this is
because if that's true, who are her children posing with?
All right, this one here
could be a nanny, of course. Could definitely be a nanny, but
So here is the Vogue one.
Yeah. Okay. Is that in the same article?
No, this is a Twitter tab. I told you, man, I got like 10,000 fucking things pulled up.
Okay, just go back for a second and print screen it. Because I'm going to do a pixel match.
I don't even know what that means.
Debunk this.
You're going to debunk it?
Yeah.
All right. I think it's just super fascinating. And then there's this.
So I'm going to overlay the images over one another and show that they're not exact matches.
And then there's this.
Yeah, I can already see the difference from my naked eye. The teeth are different. The eyes are different.
It is almost exact.
Yeah, but not exact. And you'd expect it to be almost exact because she is the same person. But it's not the same picture. I know I'm poo-pooing all of these. I'm just pouring fucking cold water on all of this. It's fascinating, though, because the way that people get carried away with this stuff is fascinating to me.
Jesus Christ, Daniel. Next you're gonna tell me that 3 orbs didn't magically appear and steal a goddamn fucking 747.
Next I'll be saying we did land on the fucking moon.
But how did we get through the Van Allen belt?
Because they're thin at certain points.
Joke. Anyways, all right. So, with the conspiracy theories about Kate's health and safety mounting, KP posted an image of Kate and her children celebrating Mother's Day to its Instagram account to reassure the public she's okay. The image was supposedly taken by William himself, and many people immediately noticed bizarre inconsistencies with the image that suggest it's fake. So then, all of a sudden, a kill notification goes out to all the publications. No comment from Kensington Palace tonight after at least 3 international pictures agencies refused to distribute this morning's photo of Kate and her children. Some of them have claimed the source, which is the palace, has manipulated the image. International press agencies agree, noting obvious image manipulation. A mandatory kill notice is ordered, retracting the image. A photo that was intended to quell speculation detonates a bomb under the story, with even outlets generally friendly to the royal family beginning to question what the heck is going on.
I found something kind of interesting.
Now,
there's a fact check here.
I don't know who Lady. Okay, we'll do your thing in a moment. It's a Lady Rose Hanbury, who is the I forget how to pronounce. I learned how to say this. The something of Chumley. I don't know. Whatever. She's apparently William is banging her behind Kate's back. This broad
I'm gonna star some of these comments so I can come back to them. Because there's some users pointing out some interesting stuff, but I don't want to bog you down. So I'm just starring these while I can. And then I'll come back to them. Keep going, sorry.
So apparently William is banging this chick. So all of a sudden, a lot of news stories, out of the blue, clear blue sky, left field, this random royal adjacent bitch is getting glowing fucking stories.
Thanks for coming, Brian. I'll see you next time, mate. Appreciate you. Sorry, just saying goodbye to Brian. Keep cutting you off. I'm so rude, aren't I?
No, it's quite okay. So that same day, The Independent publishes a glowing profile about Rose Hanbury, who has been widely reported as having an affair with Prince William. Tatler publishes a similar article the same day, though rapidly deletes both it and the tweet, announcing it with no explanation.
I couldn't help but hear about those. It's fucking... They've been talking about that for a long time now.
Yeah.
I just put it down to the dumb squabbles between the fucking siblings.
So then this is crazy. This is crazy. So on the official Twitter of Kensington Palace or whatever, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone is celebrating and had a very happy Mother's Day. Signed, C for Catherine. They threw that bitch under the bus. They're like, she did it.
Who? What? So Catherine herself did what? Photoshopped her own image?
Yeah, that tweet that I read is allegedly from Catherine. Like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. Fuck you, bitch. No, you don't. You don't. Wait, you're laying up in your hospital bed, photoshopping your own shit?
That. They would never let her publish something like that. They've got whole teams of minders for that sort of shit.
Yeah. So they threw her under the fucking bus. So then everyone was like, "Oh, great, that's fantastic. Show us the unedited image. Show us the unedited image. Who is it? Let's see the original." The eyebrows are raised when, despite the global fervor, Kensington Palace press team outright refuses to let anyone see the unedited image.
Yeah, I mean, seems fucking interesting to me, but...
So here's the newest picture of Kate and William together in their motor going to a private appointment. Entirely real, just don't look at the bricks, please.
Are you sure you're sharing the right? Because I haven't seen your
Sorry, that's my
screen
mistake.
change.
Yeah, my mistake. There we go.
All good.
I sometimes forget to do that. So yeah, totally real. Don't look at the bricks. Except so up here you got there's no colored mortar. These bricks have mortar. Like the color difference. She's staring at the wall. So vaguely, maybe it's her. Although this doesn't even really look like him. Although, so then let's see if I got. Is it this?
Oh yeah, I see how she's staring out the window there.
Is it?
See, now I can see more of her face though. That does look a bit more like her cheek, her jaws, her cheek, and all that shit.
Everyone is saying that they
I'll see you later, Dan. Appreciate you. Good night, man. And the moon is made of cheese in Switzerland, by the way.
So like that other one, it's like a perfect transplant of another photo from behind her head. Even the bows and stuff are a perfect match. Like, it's a perfect match. It's shocking. If I can find it, I thought I had it up. I must have fucking done something.
Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of trying to do an overlay of this other one at the moment. And
like it. Oh, this one. Oh, this is a crude one. This is a crude video, but it will do the trick. All right, check this out here. So here's the image with the donor image on top, right? There she is from the back or whatever, with this fucking, what is this, a hat or a bow or whatever?
A fascinator.
How fascinating.
I think it's what they call them.
And then so they're gonna fade it in. It's like the hat and the bow and it's still there in that photo. They didn't remove it. It's like, it's even the cheek.
Okay, that one's a little bit more weird.
The little dimple thing, it's the fucking exact same. This one is like really crazy.
That one is a little bit more convincing to me. I won't say I'm completely convinced yet, but that one does.
So no, okay. Weird. So I'm not.
Also, the brick mortar is strange.
Yeah. So here, I'm not trying to like convince you here. I'm just saying.
No,
as a story, this is why people are, they're fucking.
Oh wow! Hold a second. Just as I'm saying this is remarkably close. The other one, I'm still doing a match up of the. Okay, let me just. Oh, sorry. Did that remove? I'll bring yours back in a sec. It hasn't. So this is my little. Let me do if I can find the right. If there is a. What kind of thing should I be? It doesn't matter. I'll just do it with normal.
But dude, even scrolling through a lot of them like that.
So, no. Okay. So here's where it's different. Yeah, they're different. They're actually quite different.
Are you sure?
And also, here are the strands of hairs. If I just go...
Enough strands to cover the entire zipper?
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
No, because look, there is the line.
Massive tuft of hairs.
It's
There's a sleeve.
disjointed.
There's the hair.
It's
That's a camera artifact. That's the compression artifact. You mean right there? That's that's a compression artifact. Because see, that part there is actually the zipper that is being obscured by this compression artifact. And here is the hair. You can see it. The strands coming down here.
No way, man.
I could probably even add another filter here too. Where's the white balance?
There's no way you're going to tell me, oh, yeah, that zipper that just disappears right there with the fucking line going through it. Yeah, that's fine. That's normal.
You know, you'll find that if you go start looking on other pictures, you'll find those same artifacts. That's the wrong fucking thing to use. But that's a very common compression artifact. But exposure, that's what I was looking for. There we are. You can see the hair in this.
Next time someone talks about my penis, I'm going to say, no, it's fine. It's supposed to be like that. It's a compression artifact.
You should definitely say that.
That's fine.
That's fucking hilarious. I see what you're talking about with the line, but it is a compression artifact. But here's the hair. The hair is there. There's a hair in there. Now I'm going to keep that up for later, but we'll go back to your screen.
So then March 12th. Yeah, okay, so then we got this one is weird. March 12th.
That one's definitely weird.
Yeah, straight up. March 12th, and Prince William attends the funeral for Lady Kingston, the husband who offed himself. And Kate wasn't there, obviously. Although she should be, because that's kind of her family. And
yeah.
So where are we now? It's been, as of the time of this writing, a few days ago. So it's over 80 days. As of the time of writing, it's been 84 whatever days since the last unambiguously authenticated photograph of Kate Middleton has been shared. She's not been seen for like 80 days. That's why it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. I mean, it's quite a lot strange, actually. I think a lot of these things are just the internet jumping to shit, though. But the disappearance and the whole entourage stuff, there's definitely weirdness about it. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's Kate Middleton.
That's enough for me to...
Yeah, her senior staffers haven't seen or spoken to her, didn't know about the surgery, is causing concern. So obviously not that planned out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
definitely not planned out. I mean, something's going wrong.
There we go. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, I am just coming up with, because we did this. This is the last week's fucking thumbnail. I'm just doing it as we go, because now that we've got a topic that we've been talking about, I've decided on a name.
Well, I guess I'm not talking about this on my show, which I'm gonna have to get out of here in a couple minutes here, so I can.
Oh yeah, no worries, brother. Sorry to
Oh no, it's quite all right. I got my kids to bed, and then I was like,
yeah, I'm surprised you got them to bed that early. Is this a good night for you?
No, they're starting to get
more used to it.
The time change isn't messing them up, and the little ones were awake really early, and I didn't let them nap today. I'm like, you little cocksuckers, you're gonna go to bed at the proper time tonight. Fucking number. You know the problem with like numbering your like live streams is remembering the number. Wait, that was 49? This is now 50.
Just as you say that, it reminds me to fucking update this one. So that was the whole thing, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's way less dramatic than people are making out.
That's an interesting story, though.
It is an interesting story, but most of the interest comes from conjecture that I don't buy.
Oh, goodness.
But it's interesting enough to make it the title of this. And that photo is terrible because I can't use it to fill the whole fucking thing. Or can I? Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can.
Never say never.
How did you rapidly do the photo fading into black? Is that a mask that you put on it? Is that what you did?
What, just then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have put a mask on it, but instead I actually deleted information from the image. I should have put a mask on it, so I'm now, because I want to actually just bring the whole thing back in normally, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I can't move in Photoshop that fast with my computer because my computer goes, fuck you, buddy.
Oh yeah, you can so you can change the display settings while you're working to be like half resolution or something, or even quarter resolution. So like it lowers the quality of what you're seeing while you're in the workspace.
Yeah, I think
But
I
then
have
when
that.
you
I
go
have
to
that for
save the
Adobe as
file-
well.
Yeah. So that's
like-
kind of like by standard in Premiere. But you can do that, I believe, also with, this isn't actually Adobe, this is Affinity, which is actually it's a one-time payment thing, and it's basically an Adobe clone. It works slightly differently. I use Adobe as well, but I really love this software. I really just appreciate that that they only charge you once. It's not a subscription model. And like a lot of these controls are exactly the same. So like, Control T will bring up your character settings, and anyway.
Yeah, I'm stuck with the Adobe that I have unless I want to steal another one and then,
Oh yeah, steal another one.
I know, but then getting it to work properly, I don't know, something about it. I did steal another one because the new one's got like better AI. You have a potato computer? Bro, you don't even know the half of it. Not even the half of it.
So now there was some comments here in the, and I know you don't have to stay if you need a cruise, but user had some, and I'm sure this is the photo that user was talking about. Look at the floor on the left. Okay, I'll just take this away so I can see it. I don't know, something I am at the hand on the right. Okay, so hold on. Floor on the left. Okay. This bit.
Yeah.
That's something odd. Okay, that's definitely odd. Underneath there looks slightly strange too, but this bit there, that's odd. The hand on the right. Hand on the right. This hand?
Yeah, right here. Here I am with my mouse. You can't even fucking see, obviously. Duh, Sean, you retard.
Yes. I know it's YouTube. They filter. Is the back side filtered? Let's have a look at the back. I mean, I can see the hair there without the thing, but that's not the only oddity in the photo. Okay. This left hand is all blurry for some reason. Why is that out of focus?
I don't know, but people are even saying, why are the leaves so green? Like, there's no reason for the leaves to be so green at the time of like where they were in like in England or whatever. It's like, what's going on here? Like, this is weird.
Such a fucking... Why are those leaves green?
Exactly.
Oh, they tend to be that way. I mean, there's so many different plants that grow at different seasons and times. There's really no way that people could know from the hue that it's the wrong time of year. But this is weird. This is definitely weird. That's an interesting spot, user. They edited out a cane. They edited out a cane.
They edited out a cane? Oh, they...
Yeah, from like this wicker chair.
So then who is that then?
This woman behind you're presuming that's like a stitch on. Who is this person that they're posing with?
Yeah. Or I mean, it could very well just be her, but maybe her face is like Maybe she's got
Fucked
like
up.
Bell's palsy or something, and her face looks like a can of smashed
Yeah, it
vessels.
could be. I think it's something like that. I think it's just she just looks fucking minging right now, and they don't know what to do about that. And
Possibly.
she's
It happened
obviously
to
like
Gavin
a
Newsom.
beautiful woman.
Like that's why Gavin Newsom was like gone for like 2 or 3 months because he had Bell's palsy, and then he was like, "Oh, you better take the vax. You better take it. You better take it. You better take it. You better take it." And then he's like, "Oh, my face is drooping."
Someone who had a cane. Someone who had a cane. I'm not seeing how the cane's missing. I can see all the chair intact.
What if it was that Lady Rose fucking Hornberry or whatever? The mistress is sitting with the kids.
Oh, what does she look like? Lady Rose fucking...
I don't know. She looks fucking like the Wish.com version of Kate Middleton.
Oh, so it could be her.
Lady Rose Hanbury.
Oh, you did bring up a photo of her.
She's not pretty.
No, but neither is he. So,
no, he's not. Kate Middleton
yeah,
is the best thing that's happened to the fucking royal family.
She might be a better route, though. That's probably why he's playing away. It's usually that. It's good, better technique.
Your Australian slang makes me happy.
Route.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you recall in the was it the Sydney Olympics or whatever, however long ago, when the Canadians showed up in our root clothing and all the Australians laughed at us? Do you remember that?
Root clothing. No, I mean, that was the year 2000. So like,
because
24 years ago.
So we have an iconic Canadian brand. It's called Roots, and it's like a beer as a logo. It's iconic as can be. When the Canadians showed up in the Roots clothing, the Australians were like, "Ha ha ha! Your shirt says sex." It's just
Roots 2000, Sydney, Australia, Team Canada.
Yeah,
we definitely would have laughed at that because we're very childish people. We're just
So it wasn't just this jersey; it was like all of our stuff. It had Roots written all over it, and then the Australians were like, "Those Canadians," and then I don't know. We proceeded to lose all the games, I think. All right, but I am going to get out of here so I can start my stream. I'll send you a link if you still want to be on. If not, it's
I'm awake still. I thought I'd be asleep, but
you can't fall asleep on me. You can't do that.
Yeah, I can't fall asleep on you.
It's
I appreciate you coming, man.
That's
just saving me. So I will.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I would definitely join you.
Katie had a date, and she had a date with a man who is the tripod, and he fucked her with 1 inch of her life, and the bruises are all over her neck, and so she's going to tell us about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's what you meant by it's going to be incredibly sexual.
That's what it's going to be. She's taking the night off.
Central, right?
Yeah.
So let's assume for the sake of YouTube it was. Anyway.
Yeah.
That will probably mean the end of this show as well, because I don't know if I have anything else to talk about. I appreciate you guys.
Wait, he says Canada has a town called Dildo and Cuckold. Bruh. We have a town in my province of Ontario called Swastika. Fucking, that's a fact. Do you know what the logo of the town of Swastika is? It's a swastika. Do you know what the fucking hockey jersey logo of Swastika was? A swastika. You can Google that shit.
Yeah,
the town refuses to change it.
Yeah, because the swastika.
We had it first. We had it first before the little mustache man.
Yeah, it's an ancient religious and cultural symbol, predominantly found in various Eurasian cultures, as well as because it actually has very positive connotations everywhere outside the complete inversion that Hitler used it for. And when I say inversion, I mean literally he inverted the symbol.
Yeah.
But yeah, That's why I imagine why a lot of, and you go over to Japan and show people the swastika and they be like, they don't understand why it's such a bad thing. They don't even realize it's a bad thing. It's craziness. And there's some weird, like a lot of weird words come from street names in there's some weird street names in London because it's such an old city. Like there used to be a street called Grope Cunt Lane.
Yeah, I love it.
Odd. Yeah, and that's where they think the word, one of the first citations of the word comes from. So it actually that may have been the origins of the word grope cunt. That's what it's literally as one word.
I love it. I love it. Oh my God, I'm in 2 StreamYards at the same time. Look at me go. But anybody in the chat who's not already a part of my stuff, follow me on YouTube at Third Railify, follow me on Rumble at Third Railify, and on X, which, let's be honest, it's Twitter. If X is going to act like Twitter, I'm going to fucking call it Twitter. And yeah, I'm about to go live at really my Saturday night show, Saturday Night Off the Rails, and it just goes off the rails. We're going to talk about crazy stuff. So if you're interested in me continuing to talk, please join us over there. That's Third Railify. Yeah.
Third
so
Railify.
So you I'm going to send the link to you if you want to carry
I'll stop in for
this
sure.
date on over there, and yeah, chat. Hopefully I see you over there. If not, then that's fine. Anyways, I love you all, and I will hopefully see you in a minute. Peace out, homies.
Thank you, brother.
I'm going to go make
see
a tea
soon.
and have a pee.
All right, man. I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming on my show. All right, friends. Well, this is time for me to wrap it up, I believe. I'm going to play Feeding the Ducks to close us out. I am going to update this fucking thing. 1920 by 20. All right. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again next time. Appreciate you. All the best. Oh, yeah. Before I go, if anyone really, I could really, really desperately use the help right now. I still don't have any subscribers, and it's probably going to be taken away from me if no one does subscribe eventually. So I realize it's very difficult at the moment, and if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. That's just how it is. But yeah, I just thought I would mention that, because why not? Grift. You need to grift a little. Sign up for $5 a month for exclusive content. And maybe if someone actually signs up, I'll start putting more shit in there. But thank you very, very much. Thank you, Jay. It has been a great stream just because you guys are here. If it wasn't for you guys, there wouldn't be a fucking stream at all. All right, see you. Oh, yeah, I'll see you soon on at Sean's channel. All right, guys. Thank you very much. See you soon.